A lot of the time when we're starting as entrepreneurs, and this is exactly for you if you're an entrepreneur, is there's a lot of things we listen to, right? We listen to everybody but ourselves. And my point here is, we go through YouTube, especially when we're young, right? I'm 19. We're all around the same age if you're watching this. So the biggest thing that I can tell you is you need to stop going on watching all these gurus telling you that you need to do this and that. The truth is all these things they're telling you to do is really just to manipulate you. And I've said this over and over and over again. The truth is, I'm gonna repeat it over and over again. All these people are trying to do is really sell you something, trying to tell you what you want to hear. It's not the truth. It's not the realist. It's not being realistic. Now they tell you need to do all these habits, all these things, but those habits that they're telling you to do, the majority of them, not even they do them, right? They show you that they're doing them. They make little clips, little videos, and the majority of the time, how much time do those clips, those videos actually take, right? They'd say the majority of them are posting one day a video, one video a week, right? And it's 10 minutes long. They're showing you 10 minutes out of how many each day is 24 hours, and they're posting once a week, right? 7 days. They're just showing you what you want to see, but it's not the truth. Now, the point of this is something that I've learned, and now I'm at a point where I'm scaling my agency, and I didn't do that until I realized this is all these things these people are telling you to do is really not to make you successful, it's to keep you from being successful, and that's the truth. If you want to be successful, you have to find out what works for you and what's going to take you there, and only you know that. And you might be saying, and you might sit there right now and say, well, I don't really know what to do. Well, if I asked you a very simple question, you're probably going to say no. And this question is, have you really sat down and thought about it? Not a minute, not 5 minutes, really, really thought about it. Okay, this is what will get me here. For example, if you're watching this, the majority of you are striving for wealth, success. The biggest thing is you sit down and you're going to tell yourself, okay, what is something that could take me there? What are my skills? And if you don't have skills yet, you have to build them. Well, let me give you an example. The way you'd build certain skills, let's say you want to start an agency, just like myself. There's certain skills that you need to develop to do that, right? So you could get, for example, when you're reaching out to people, you need to be able to talk to people, have sales experience. You could get a sales job. It doesn't have to be super long, just enough time for you to learn the basics, have a grip on it, and then go into the next skill. You need just enough to start, and then you can build on these as you build your own thing, right? Now, getting back into the conversation I was talking, people like these are really just, the things they're telling you are not living up to what they're telling you to, right? Because what this attention that they're giving you, if they told you the truth, the truth is a lot of us have short attention span, right? And you want to see quick and stuff that really, really gives you that dopamine spike, right? That's it. But the truth is all this stuff that they're showing you is exactly just for that, to give you that dopamine spike, make you feel better. And that's all. To add to that, I want to give you a more of a guide to take you through this, right? I don't want to just tell you and you not have an idea of what exactly you would have to do after this video. Now, like I said, you have to really sit down and think about it. Right after this video, I promise you, sit down and think about it very, very, as long as you need to. And really say to yourself, what do I need to do to get where I want to be, right? Now, if you have a skill, like I mentioned before, use that skill to build on that, right? A lot of us now have content creation skills, whatever it may be. Use that to make an audience for yourself, and then you can make something on top of that, right? Whatever it may be, you all have the power to do what everybody is doing. So stop admiring people just because they're at a point where you're not at. You could be at the same point. The truth is, if you go around worshiping these people, you're just not gonna go anywhere, right? The way you're making it seem is, okay, I'm down here, they're up here. It's okay, it's fine looking up to them, but when you get to the point where you're just continuously like, oh, I wish I was like this person, I wish like I was this person, you're putting yourself below that person and this person on a pedestal, and you're never gonna get there, right? The truth is, they're not much different than you. The difference is they are not sitting down watching people like that 24/7 hoping they were like that people. They are putting their every single motion throughout their day, it's specifically it's the trajectory of it's towards that goal of being there, not of, oh, I'm gonna watch these videos, make myself feel like I'm gonna get there, and wish I'm like this person. Maybe I'll feel better about myself if I watch this video. That's the truth. What you need to do is really stop watching those videos and start building that life for yourself, and you can. Okay, listen, you're not gonna do it in the next week, the next month, maybe not the next year, the next 5 years, 10 years. The point is, and this goes into another thing, is you have to be ready to make it as long as it needs to, right? You're not gonna stick through it if you say, okay, I'm gonna achieve this by the next year. The next year comes here, and your disappointment is just, it really just drags you along, and you stop doing what you're doing. So the first thing you have to do is say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna do this as long as it needs to. I don't know when I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna do it as long as I have to, right? Now, that's one point. The other point is, why are you doing it? And I see a lot of books, a lot of people tell you this, and they never explain it correctly. And it's a very, very simple. Why are you doing it? Now, we all do it we say we want our dream car, our all this, but the truth is, there's a couple things, right? There's three things. There's wealth, health, and relationships. That's your family, right? Now, the way I like to see it is, you need to choose one thing out of each one of those. Okay, for example, let me give you my example is, for wealth, right? I want to achieve massive success beyond anything when it comes to wealth, right? Just so much of it. Now, relationships, I love my family, giving them everything that's mine will be theirs, basically. And now health is making sure that you are at the best state to continue to do that for your family. And that's, for example, mine. Now you have to sit down and think for yourself, okay, what is one thing each one of those things that really, really, I'm passionate about, that just drive me to want to sit down and work 24 hours of the day, right? Now, let me give you an example. For you, it might be the same, almost very similar, right? You might want your dream car for wealth, right? For wealth, a lot of money. For relationships, you might want a family, a wife, kids, to provide for them, provide for your family, stuff like that. For so we said wealth, success. So it's wealth, relationships, and then okay, I'm gonna have to cut this. So we said it's wealth, so we said it's wealth, relationships, and health, right? So when it comes to health, now that's you being the best that you can be, right? Now, this is really just the point of this video, to give you an idea of what you're looking into as an entrepreneur. You have to stop believing in, a lot of the times we have these images of these people. Oh yeah, they're partying and doing all these things, right? If that's really what motivates you, let me tell you how long that motivation is really gonna last. Motivations, if you are a strong believer in motivation, you're not gonna make it. You need to make sure that your biggest thing is, okay, I'm gonna do this either way. Like, no matter what my mind's telling me, no matter what I'm feeling, no matter what's going around me, you get it done. Now, that's pretty much for this video. I just wanted to give an overview, and listen, I've been in the same steps as you so many times, and I continue to go through these little, like, obstacles. You might get over an obstacle, and that obstacle that you overcame once is much bigger, so you have to get over that again. So I'm giving you from experience, and as I go, I'm giving you solutions to how I figure things out, and obviously the biggest thing of this is making the biggest community of entrepreneurs. And I've said this many times, the true raw truth of entrepreneurship, right? The biggest community. And that's pretty much for this video. Make sure that you like this video, you share it, and you comment on it. Let me know what else you want to, any topic. I'd love ideas, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll post my Instagram right here, and as well as my agency if you want to take a look. But that's pretty much it. I hope you have a good one, and till next